Hey, what's up, good people? How you doing? Welcome back to Stock Up with Larry Jones. Come join us. Follow the prompter in your lower right-hand corner. Let's get these likes up today. I wasn't going to come before you today, but I felt it was necessary. We got jobs coming tomorrow. Now, someone say, hey, we had jobs today. That was weekly, all right? So we had weekly jobs today, and then we have monthly jobs on tomorrow. So I just want to get right into it. So here's what's going on. In the weekly ending April 26th, okay, initial jobs claims rose to 241, all right? Initial jobless claims, all right? Jobless claims is not good, exceeding the expected 225. So we had 241 jobless claims, which we expected 225. This ranks the highest since February of 2022. All right. Additionally, continuing claims, which provided a broader view of layoff trends, increased to 1.92 million, the highest level since November. Larry, you're just going to open up with negative news? But wait, I got more. All right. So I need you to follow this video to the very end and don't just cherry pick. Okay. So there's a lesson to be learned here, right? So let's look at this. McDonald's is experiencing weaker sales, particularly in the U.S. market, attributed to factors like lower customer spending and coil outbreak. I guess they meant E. coli. I don't know. And a slowdown in consumer demands across the fast food sector. All right. So there was a quote by the CEO that I have here, and I want you to listen. Okay. Here we don't just bring you news. We dig down and see where the money is. All right. We look for the bull in the bull. Okay. So this is what the CEO stated. Unlike a few months ago, QSR traffic from middle income consumers fell nearly as much, okay? A clear indication that economic pressure on traffic has broadened. However, traffic growth from the high middle class. So the high middle class traffic is increasing, all right? But the middle to lower class is decreasing. Now, McDonald's is one of these companies that is a good measure of how the economy is doing. However, traffic growth from the high income cohort remains solid, illustrating the divided U.S. economy where low and middle income consumers in particular are being weighed down by the cumulative impact of inflation and height. Okay, inflation and height and anxiety amongst economic outlook. So there's a lot of anxiety. People pull back on their spending, especially to the middle to lower class are pulling back their spending. Now, why do you bring all of this? I'm bringing you all of this because today we're looking good in the indices. Everything is looking good. Big tech is looking good. All right. So I just want to caution you. So if you look here, you see the S&P is up nicely, all right, 58 points, NASDAQ 350 points, QQQ 8 points, okay? So these two are the same, NASDAQ and QQQ, if you ask me, all right? So that's looking good, right? Let's look at some more big tech, okay? As we could see here, Apple, Amazon are looking good. So these are Apple is going to report at closing bell today, all right? And so I pulled these two up because these two are the most likely to what? Be affected out of the Mag 7. These are two of not only, but two of the ones that are most affected by tariffs. And so now they are up. Amazon is up 2.89%. And on the live last night, they said, are you bullish on it? I said, I'm neutral on it because I don't know what the numbers are going to be. So I'm not gambling with it, right? All right. So then if we look at the rest of big tech, it is looking good, especially Microsoft as they smashed Okay. Microsoft was up above 9%. They absolutely killed it. And then we could see Nvidia now up 4% on today alone. But wait, there's more good news. Look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin was just at 97, right? What is your point? Look at this. Bitcoin, crypto's holding strong. It was at 97. So I want to show you my portfolio probably for the last time. Why did you start with the negative news first? Some people will say, Larry, you're bearish. No, I'm not bearish, but I have to let you know what could happen. Tomorrow, the monthly jobs come out, right? And we see what happened with GDP, gross domestic product. It's not looking good. So consumers, middle to lower class, are anxious and not buying as much McDonald's, which is a gauge of how the market is doing. Stores like McDonald's, Costco's, Target, when those start dropping, then when you see the upper class, people that will never be seen in Walmart, start to shop in Walmart, that's when you know we're in trouble. So what I'm saying to you is be careful of tomorrow. That's exactly what I'm saying to you. That's point number one. Be careful of tomorrow. If we have bad jobs, meaning higher unemployment, that could be negative for the market. Remember back a while ago, let's say a year ago, when bad news was good news because it was like, okay, the Fed was going to lower interest rates. Well, the Fed is bagged off of that now, right? The Fed is kind of bagged off of that right now. He's in neutral. You know, they got the battle going on with the Fed and the president. And so now in this area that we're in, and that's why it's important to just listen to every video and stay up on everything. Now, bad jobs is going to be bad news, okay? And we don't want that. Why is it bad news this time? Because we got decreasing GDP. Remember, decreasing GDP and high unemployment is an open door to a recession. That's what it is, good people. So now, what could save us? The president and China. Remember, I kept telling you guys months ago, before the tariff, before Liberation Day, that I wasn't worried about the rest of these countries. This was a direct war on China, but my worry was the Chinese president and the US president coming together and sitting down, and they're both strong. So it's like, I'm holding out. I'm holding out. I'm not going to pick up the phone first. I'm not going to pick up the phone first. Meanwhile, Ford, GM is suffering, and they're saying the tariffs would cost more than $5 billion. It's going to cost them. And I don't even know in what time frame that is. Meanwhile, Ford had a surge in purchases, a big surge in purchases. Actually, they were up 16.2%. Why? Because people were trying to front end the tariffs. Just like I told you guys, foot traffic was up in these type of stores like Ford, because Ford, unlike GM, is mostly manufactured here in the US. They have a lot in the US, and they're talking about bringing more. GM is going to get hit. But what does that tell you? That tells you that the GDP numbers were skewed because everybody was buying early. But what could happen at the end of that is we could have empty ports. And that's not good. That's just not good. All right, good people. So I want to ask you this, okay? And I've been showing you guys. So now that Bitcoin is 97, and you see here, let's go to the fear and greed indicator, okay? So I'm going to ask you, and I want you to tell me the truth. Did you buy when it was here, when I was showing you we were in extreme fear, or are you buying now? I want you to be truthful and let me know. No one's gonna yell at you. I'm here to help you make money. Then let's just bring up QQQ. We can bring up the SPY and QQQ. Let's do that. Let's bring up the SPY and QQQ. All right. So we're going to pull these up because I want to continue to make this point. And that is if you are gonna buy, right, and the market is looking nice now, my question is, were you buying here? Were you buying? Were you buying the SPY when it was 11.5% down? Were you buying QQQ when it was 12% down? Let's go out. Were you buying? And be honest. Were you buying the SPY when it was 13% down? Were you buying QQQ when it was 14% down? It actually got lower than that. Were you? Were you? And if not, then that's why I'm here, good people. I want you to prosper. Now, let me show you. Here, you could see that I have my, ETFs that I've been sharing with you guys. And you guys saw when I showed you, I was down by $12,000. Now you could see still VUG, VTI, QQQ, and Granny Strats. These are all ETFs. Today, I'm up by 1.85%. An extra 2% will be about $5,000. Haven't put any more money in because I've still saving a little in cash, as you can see the upper right hand corner. Now today, instead of being 12,000 down, I'm 7,200 up. And why, Larry? Because I bought on days like this. We have to condition ourselves to do the polar opposite of what our emotions tell us. Again, I've been doing this for a long time, and I'm telling you guys, even in the comment section, when you have people that are just constantly bearish and they tell you sell everything, the world is going to end, there's always, always, always opportunity. Always. So look at this. This is the same growth portfolio that I've been sharing with you guys. Okay. I'm probably going to drop DraftKings after the earnings, but let's look at the overall portfolio. We could see at the bottom. Now I'm up 78%, a nice 51K, but let's just look at the percentage, okay? And then as you could see, I have what? Cash. So now I'm going to wait to DraftKings because people have been betting, and let's see if it pops. If it does pop, I'll keep it. If it doesn't, I'm going to take that cash. I'm going to take the 3K and wait for further dips and put it in the others, okay? Then I made a hodgepodge. I just made an ETF that I've been sharing in Money Moves, okay? Come join us in Money Moves. We're not just teaching you options for dummies. I'm sharing my portfolios, and I'm sharing them when they're down so you can participate with me, so you can build generational wealth. So look at this. This one I made, and all of these portfolios have been since, with the exception of the growth portfolio. The growth portfolio went to nothing. And now I'm back up because I was buying my way down. But the other two portfolios, since liberation. And somebody said liberation from your money day. All right. So look at this. And I also created this just as a suggestion. All right. For the type of stocks that you can put together to be a little more diversified. You guys see, I got Tesla, SCHD, Palantir, Microsoft, Ion, iBit, which is crypto, all right? We got Granny Strats, which is a large cap ETF. We got Costco's, and we got a firm, all right? And you could see in the third green column, you could see how much I'm up on it. Tesla, 20%. Palantir, 37% since Liberation Day, good people. Look at these numbers. A firm, 31%. And you could see on this one, I'm mostly cash. Now, this is not about me. So this is about me being not just transparent, because I'm always transparent, whether I show you guys this or not. I was showing you these when they were beat down, okay? And especially for people in Money Moves. I'm not just showing you now, I'm showing you when they are beat down, because I am legit when it comes to long-term investing. And even when I make some money off of a nice option move, what do? I take half, and I put it in cash, and then I wait for opportunity. So listen, yes, you could still join us right now for Money Moves, where I am sharing all of these portfolios, not when they get up, But even when they're beat down, I share them with my money moves in my portfolios tab. And then I have a what? I have a crypto tab. And now, if you come join us right now, every single lesson is up. These are pre-recorded lessons that I take my time to show you how to invest, or should I say, how to trade options. And Larry, a lot of people talk about options, but this stuff is way over my head. It was way over my head. So what did I do? I broke it down so you can understand it. You say, Larry, can I understand it? Yep, everybody could understand it the way I teach it, because my theory is talk to me like I'm 3. So come go on this journey with me. And by the end of next month, we will be doing options on top of killing it with crypto, on top of killing it with ETFs, growth portfolios, and just in the stock market in general, because we know when to buy. Okay. And so for those of you that say, man, it's hard, I understand it, because one of the things that I teach is managing your emotions. Okay. So come join us. This will be the top link. It will also be a pinned link in the comment section. I will pin it. Come join us. Come learn and earn. It's very cheap, less than $1 a day. And you can pay monthly. Get in when you want, get out when you want. All right. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Live, love, laugh, and learn.